Hafiz, you are the head of the group, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, make your introductions.
The Power People Group is basically concerned with tapping the energy of young people for a positive contribution to their own lives and society.
And feeding sometimes, it doesn't have to be like presenting the news tonight is a big organization.
Thank you, Star. She's not here.
Our program will be different now. I will not be so.
Well, I suppose Ian could do with some vibe.
Vibe, yes.
Oh, sorry. You remember Maureen, my friend? The one I told you left?
Okay.
She's back. And guess what? She's come back with AIDS.
I want you to see it with your own eyes. What do I do to them to deserve all this? That I made a simple statement. Does it mean there is no freedom of speech in this country anymore? My house.
Hey, good. The crisis in Kaduna State may be taking a more violent turn. Behind us is what is left of the house of Mr. Moses Dazong. His offense? In response to the position of a predominantly Muslim community to the erection of a church in their area, he made a public statement describing Islam as a backward religion and one characterized by violence. The next day, he paid daily for his statement when a group of Muslim youth set his house ablaze. Mr. Dazong's statement has been seriously criticized, but actions such as this only serve to justify what Mr. Dazong said about Islam. One wonders when Nigerians will learn the principle of love thy neighbor as thyself. Reporting from Kaduna, Emeka Mba for Action News.
You get the insinuation, right? I mean, the reporter is more or less saying that Dazong's statement is justified. That Islam is indeed a violent religion.
How can a news reporter just say that on a national television for that matter?
What do you expect? He is a Christian.
We must do something, or this kind of insult to our religion will still repeat itself. Today, they may start calling us all violent barbarians. Tomorrow, they may start abusing the Holy Prophet.
We can't take this line now. We have decided that we're going to take an action against the TV station.
What kind of action?
The station brought to you by Nescafe.
Now, recharge to take your dreams even higher.
My dreams.
Yes, if you dream it, you can do it with Nestle Milo. Nestle Milo. Now, recharge with more energy-releasing B vitamins for extra nourishment, healthy growth, and mental well-being.
If I can dream it, I can do it.
Nestle Milo, the food drink of future champion.
That was the weather report. Before I go, you want to know what happened to the cow that was carried away by a tornado? Uda disaster.
Well, at least we still have her to cheer us up.
Hey, Musti.
Alright.
What's up? Is this kitchen stocked now?
Still empty since like 10 days. I think staff welfare may have been cut off.
There's like an epidemic in this place. Doctors call it bronchitis.
Are you suggesting that a dark mood is hanging over us, are you?
Not a dark mood, but a dark financial report.
The financial people and I are trolling that away. There will be light at the end of the tunnel.
And I say big amen on behalf of everyone, particularly the staff with low salaries.
Thousands have reportedly fled the state in fear that riots
break out
look at that. The religious extremists. Between you and I, were you pissing in your pants when you did this?
And yeah, listen to this report by an intrepid reporter. Even Christian Mamboke did not touch this.
Baby?
It's a good thing it's a good thing security agents were called in.
It's still taking time.
And I was smack in the middle of the tensions.
Mr. Dazong's statement has been seriously criticized, but actions such as this only serve to justify what Mr. Dazong said about Islam. One wonders when Nigerians will learn the principle of love thy neighbor as thyself. Reporting from Kaduna,
Emeka Mba, Action News.
Emeka Mba.
But still a good report, isn't it? Admit it, guys. Come on.
It was good, Sha.
What do you guys think?
Emeka, do you really think that Muslims don't love their neighbors?
I never said anything like that.
Okay. Your closing remark, if I remember correctly, when will they accept the principles, the principles of love thy neighbor as themselves?
Yeah. You're completely misunderstanding the whole statement. That's not what I said.
But the Muslims in this, the Nigerians in this context are Muslims, okay? I mean, your report was about some boys burning down the house.
Oh!
Emeka, let's just hope nobody else misinterprets it.
No, Saro. I disagree with you entirely.
Aisha, we have no choice. We can't continue to keep staff we can't pay.
And so?
So, we need to lose some of them. It's a painful decision, but at this point, it's the only rational one.
All right, Osaro. Give me your suggestion then. Who goes first? Yinka, Johnny, Effie. Or even Mustafa, we can start with him, you know. What do you think? Osaro, my staffs are not dispensable. They helped us in building the station and they have a stake in it. And I will not discard them because we are experiencing a rough spell.
But Aisha...
Osaro, I appreciate your suggestion. Really, I do. But like I told you earlier on, we're working on other solutions. And that is increasing the station's income instead of cutting costs and the staff we love.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I couldn't get all your drugs. I have to go back again tomorrow.
So all you look like you've got AIDS.
I spoke to, sorry. I spoke to a doctor friend of mine and she'll help us with the AZT drugs, then we'll pay later. You okay?
Do you want to talk about Johnny?
Something else, please.
Patrick, is that your face? It's been like, what, 100 years? If you didn't tell me Patrick would be here today.
Well, maybe I forgot. Since I'm getting used to him not being around anymore. So Patrick, don't you want to come in?
So how was your travel to Ghana?
Ghana?
Yeah, if you told me you've been in Ghana since.
Oh yeah, Effie, can we go out? Oh, come on. We need to celebrate.
Celebrate?
Of course. I will talk to you about it. Let's just outside.
It's late and I don't want to really leave more.
No, it's alright. I'll go into the room and
you sure?
give you guys some space to just... Yes, it's okay.
Effie, you did not tell me that you doesn't stay with this girl anymore.
Because I needed to know why you've been ignoring my house. Now I know it's because of her.
But I'm doing all this just to protect you from her.
Why?
Why? The last time I checked, this babe got AIDS. So?
Patrick, you could be very ignorant. Don't you know you can't contact HIV by living with someone who has the disease?
Oh, I see. So what about her coughing? You told me she got...
You are so impossible. Tuberculosis does not transmit HIV or AIDS. So are you going to leave now because I have a friend who is ill? Are you going to leave?
Daniel!
I need an extra thing. I need an extra thing.
I'm sorry, doctor. I won't miss the next appointment. Yeah.
Aisha.
Yeah?
There's something I'd like you to see.
Oh.
The last report Imam did before she disappeared.
Thank you, I'll see to it.
It was edited but never broadcast.
Okay, thank you, I'll see to it. Osaro, come and see this.
What is it? Muslim Youth Initiative demands that Action News make immediate apology concerning statement made in the Kaduna Sharia report by Emeka Mba, or face the consequences. What apologies?
And what consequences?
I scraped the pot to get this out, plus bits of aluminium.
We'll soon get to eating furniture the way things are going. How far?
I wonder how people ever get jobs in this country. I believe it's not by walking around like I've been doing.
That's how I got the ones I've had.
Hey, I'm tired of people using me as comic relief. As I go about to ask them for a job.
And the best way to get anything is like giving up after a little try. Someone talked about this group, the Power People. They're into youth empowerment and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they always welcome new members. Funny enough, their meeting place is not far from that your friend's house.
What I need is a job, not a social club.
Our case was very terrible. She must have made some money being what you say she was. Wasn't she trying to improve her health with antiretrovirals?
Well, she found out very late. It had already become full-blown AIDS before she even knew it. We spent every naira she had on AZT drugs and cocktails. But I still do the best I can.
She's lucky to have a friend like you.
She needs a friend. And right now, I am probably the only friend she has in the whole world.
I can be of help there too. Can I be visiting her?
Really?
Sure.
Muslim Youth Initiative, never heard of them. No thanks to Emeka.
Oh, come on, guys. I didn't say anything wrong.
Look, those Muslims don't think so.
From the beginning, I felt so. I felt of propagating and I said it.
Talk. Emeka, consequences, go and apologize to them.
I was just advocating that Nigerians learn to love and respect one another. What's wrong with that? Please.
Then you have to explain that to every Muslim that watches the
Tell him.
Emeka, just go back on TV. What? I'm only suggesting an easier way.
Emeka, consequences, please apologize to them.
Do you guys think it's possible that they'll attack us?
My friend, what kind of thought is that?
What's the question?
Well, I've watched this over and over again, and I don't hear anything offensive in the statement itself. And we can't be responsible for individual interpretations of an innocent statement. What do you think? Mustafa, as a Muslim?
This is a complicated issue, and obviously a lot of Muslims are very, very mad about it.
Okay. Let's hear from the horse's mouth first.
All right, guys, let me get something very clear here. I seriously disagree with Mr. Dazon's statement. Oh, yes, I think it was very foolish of him to open his mouth to say Islam was violent or backward. But if Muslims want to prove him wrong, they cannot do so by resorting to violence. They only make people say, okay, maybe Mr. Dazon was right about them after all. That is what I was trying to say when I said actions such as this only serve to justify what Mr. Dazon said about Islam. For goodness sake, I'm offering Muslims advice and I'm being asked to apologize for that. What? Come on, people.
Emeka, what about the closing? When will Nigerians follow the path of love thy neighbor as themselves?
What about it?
Doesn't this sound a little bit somehow to you?
How?
Okay, listen. Love thy neighbor as themselves, right? It's a biblical quotation.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, I used the Christian quote to express a human sentiment. If I had a Hindu or Muslim quote, I would have done the same thing.
Emeka, listen. When will Nigerians learn to follow the path of love thy neighbor as themselves? Emeka, couldn't it be that some people could interpret it that you are saying that Nigerians should follow Christianity to a more violent
You're not sounding like a journalist at all.
Sorry, has it occurred to you that love thy neighbor here might refer to Mr. Dazon himself? After all, the guy was not loving his neighbor by castigating Muslims now, was he?
Yeah, right.
We're not letting this start a division amongst us, are we? Let's deal with this with cool heads. The issue is, the Muslim Youth Initiative is demanding for an apology from us. Do we give one?
Yes.
Why should we?
Yes. The beginning of the report sounded a bit like editorializing, but I do not see anything offensive about it. And besides, if they see anything offensive about the statement, it's them, not us.
Maybe us could be more careful about making statements that can be easily misinterpreted by them.
Thank you.
Emeka means well, but how many of the people out there will have the patience of analyzing his meaning?
If you ask me, if indeed there are people out there, our viewers out there that felt insulted by
this report, I think we should apologize.
Thank you! You said it all.
All right.
Why should we apologize?
Apology is necessary.
All right.
We apologize.
All right. I've heard you all. My opinion is this. If we keep apologizing to everyone that demands it, we'll spend the rest of our working hours doing that. Asha, what do you think?
Well, there's a certain fact here. Neither Ian nor Emeka here set out to offend anybody.
I beg, please tell them.
So no apologies called for. And besides, we need to think of our reputation as a news station.
Madam, MYI, they are Muslims, they are youths, and I'm sure they are all men. I'm afraid, though, shouldn't you just apologize to them?
Relax. There's no cause for alarm. Just do your work, okay? Relax.
As if we don't have enough problems on our hands already.
Well, we'll be facing one at a time. And right now, I am facing the foremost. Money. Osaro, I am putting heat on Cyrex.
Why Cyrus? What about Logos? I mind. Those ones owe us too.
Cyrex has owed us longer and much more money. And I mean, what makes these ad agencies think they can just have free airtime? It's about time somebody put some heat on them.
Well, I agree with you. This debt, when paid, could go a long way to settle staff salary arrears.
Osaro, they will pay. Because the finance department and we have already mapped out the strategy.
Well, good to hear. I think I have to go to get to the control room.
Oh, that's the spirit. Keep it up, man.
I'll keep thinking of other ideas, huh?
Okay, good spirit. Oh, Osaro, the tape. MM's last report, which was never aired.
Oh, it must have been forgotten during the Miso State Palaver.
Then could we fit it in this evening? 7 perhaps.
You really want that?
Still
it's
relevant.
still, you know.
No, it's still relevant nonetheless.
I smell a rat.
Okay, I want MM to see it. And I'm going to send her a message this evening.
Will you never learn? I say always watch. Okay, try again. You must score a point. Oh! Oh no, I've overdone this card thing. I just thought too hard.
No, really, guys, I'm fine. I can play again, really.
Are you sure?
A little.
Yeah.
Rest.
You're not leaving now, are you?
No, not yet. You rest. Effie and I will make some pap. How about that?
Pap?
Yeah, great.
For energy.
Warren, I thought you said pap was for the poor.
Junior, I'll have pap.
Pap it is that. When can I change the channel to AM? I need to watch news.
I'm watching this. What is still on that station?
Please, man. It's my report. Wait, it's my report.
Too bad, it's posthumous.
Yeah, I wish that happened while I was still there. Posthumous.
Whatever.
Hello?
MM. Yes? So you wouldn't have answered if... Oh, okay. So if everyone ran away after any small problem, would we still have staff to run the station? Well, you can hide out at home, or you can come to the station so that we can discuss the problems. Right, I'll be expecting you.
Hey, sweetheart, my African queen.
You're nice to surprise visits, right?
I'm missing you, you know.
Well, I thought that was how you wanted it.
Come on, if I haven't been here, it's not because I didn't want to see you.
Maureen, is sugar safe for you?
No, well, the doctor banned me.
Johnny, don't give her sugar.
What will I do?
Oh. Hello.
What's he doing here?
He's helping out with me.
Remember, next time I come here, you should be playing this card as well. Effie,
Could it be on my way now?
Yeah.
Oh no, stay now.
I wish I could, but I have to see some things.
So you'll be here tomorrow?
Promise.
Alright.
Effie, I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, thanks a lot, Johnny. If I had met that guy long ago before now, problem would have changed my profession.
Yeah.
Maureen, how are you doing?
Alive, nice to see you.
My pleasure. Let's go to my place.
Morning.
Come on, people. It's our wholesome cereal. Nestle Golden Morn. Feeling unnutritious. Cuts open up, pack and go. Just like this.
Nestle Golden Morn, delicious and tasty wholesome instant cereal everyone can enjoy any time of the day. Nestle Golden Morn, highly nutritious, simply delicious.
What?
My doctor. I have missed my appointment again.
Wait a minute. Same appointment you've been missing for the past 4 days?
Well, Sarah, do you know?
What have you been doing?
I said I will see him on my way back from Sarex.
Aisha.
What?
Hey, look who is here, MM.
Hey, you're on a way soldier. So it's true you traveled to London?
So you're still alive, MM? Hmm?
Hey, you should have told us that you brought in a new place, man. You don't go finish.
We are from the Muslim Youth Initiative. And we demand to see the management of Action News.
Our reporter was clearly not casting aspersions on Islam. We have not insulted anyone.
Now, listen to the report again, and this time, listen well.
Can we have it civilized in here, please? Mr.
Hassan Ahmed. I am the president of the MYI.
Well, Mr. Hassan, I've watched the report, and I must say that my reporter did his work professionally.
Well, we don't think so. Neither do several other Muslims. We feel insulted as people.
I assure you no one meant to insult you.
So let's stop building a mountain out of nothing.
In other words, you categorically refuse to apologize.
We have done nothing wrong.
Well, in that case, there's nothing more here to say. We'll leave, but you'll be hearing from us.
Yes, come in.
Good morning, ma.
Hi, ma'am. Have your seat.
Ma,
Sarah told me. Hi, ma'am. Tell me, why did you do it? Why? Talk to me, ma'am. Talk to me.
I kept making mistakes at work, and I knew Osaro would sack me. I didn't want to lose the job because I was having money troubles at home, so I'm not like that,
Well,
ma.
you just acted like that. And it was the wrong way to act. Nothing justifies a ma'am. So what lesson have you learned from this?
I've learned how not to keep a job.
And the best way to keep one is simply trusting yourself and having confidence in yourself. Okay, ma'am. I'm ready to give you a shot at this. The question here is, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, welcome back home.
Thank you.
And you should go see Osaro after I have spoken to him, right?
Okay.
And be a good girl.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Yes, come in.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, it's all right. Aisha told me everything. Obviously misunderstood me. Just don't let it happen again. Not here, not anywhere else.
Yes, sir.
Amen. I've thought about it all. And I think I pushed you a bit too hard. I just want you to know that I don't have anything against you. I just wanted you to learn and do that quick. I'm sorry if I had pushed you too hard.
It's alright, sir.
Friends, huh? You can go back to your job.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Maybe I could have become someone worth emulating, you know. But when I was young, I used to think that I had no other choice but to sell my body to men to make a living, you know.
Easy, take it easy.
Now that I realize it, it's damn too late.
You don't have to dwell on the past.
No, but really, Efe, I mean, why is it that life has to trash people before they could see clearly? As we speak, there are several girls out there who think that they had no other choice but to sell their body to make a living. You wanted me to come on your TV show some time ago, right?
Aisha.
Good morning.
I thought you said you were not going to work today.
I have an appointment with Sarex this morning.
You have an appointment with the doctor?
I'll see him after I finish with Sarex.
Doctor says you have missed 4 appointments. You are risking your health, Aisha, for what?
Okay, I'll see him right away before I go to work.
Subhanallah. And you will come back here before 12?
Yes.
Huh? Marlos. Kai. I wish you good luck.
Thank you. See you later.
Did you go to the power people meeting?
I told you there's nothing there for me.
How do you know that? You have to go there first.
Couldn't you have looked for something here for me? Why a bunch of smart Alex in a social club?
It's not a social club, okay? The station is having trouble paying salaries and can't employ anyone.
Can I have some cash to go home with?
Debt collectors?
Did you just hear
What
me?
else can we do? It's just clear that Sarex is deliberately avoiding paying us.
Thank you. Court summon. The Muslim Youth Initiative is taking us to court.
We're going out tonight. There's a new club in town, owned by a friend of a friend.
Sounds good. No, we can't stay later.
So what's the fun going out if you can stay out late?
Okay, we can go out. But I have to make preparations for Maureen if she has to stay alone with me.
Oh, come on, Maureen. Sick and tired of that girl.
It'll only take a while because I have to bathe her.
Eh? Bathe her?
What's with that?
What do you mean? Beat her?
You wait, right?
Come. Okay. Do you really care about me?
Patrick, where's this going?
Listen. If you cared about me, you won't put us at risk with a close association with a health hazard?
Do we have to go over this again? I have told you before that she is not a health hazard.
Efe, if you really care about me, get rid of her.
Now, that is what we're talking about. Organization structure, which is one of the fundamental reasons why we are here. Because as youths, we believe we can make a change. We are no longer and will never be the wasted generation anymore. We need to take a stand now in order to affect our future. And for that to happen, we need to be collective in our will, in our effort to make a better nation. Because nobody will do it for us. Nobody will do it for you. Nobody is going to do it for me. Except we think. And in thinking, we have a reason to act.
Yeah,
That is what we are saying.
I wish I could draw too.
Any bright ideas for t-shirts? We need them in 2 weeks for school's outreach.
Hey, did you hear that? We can make t-shirts. You draw the design. I'll get the shirt too.
We will go to court.
Supported. We should not allow these people to
And besides, we've done nothing professionally wrong. It was just a report. People.
And tendering an apology or settling out of court will seem like admission of doing wrong.
It is the consequences I am looking right. It is the consequences.
Guys, I absolutely believe that we have done no wrong.
No doubt, but will they see it that way? It is the consequences.
It's okay, guys. It's okay, guys. That will be all for this morning.
Oh no, I don't.
You can all go about your jobs without distractions.
Remove sentiment from this thing. Professionally, we do nothing wrong.
Aisha.
Yeah?
You've not answered my question yet.
About the legal fees. Can it be more than the damages that we have to pay if we lose?
Maureen has developed cold feet.
Oh God. I knew it wouldn't be an easy decision for her. Does that mean we've lost her?
Maybe.
Muslim man, I'm really sorry about the way I snapped at you the other time. I mean, I didn't need to get to a court case. I should really do something about this.
What do you want to do?
If I would contact the MYI.
Okay. That's a good one.
If I could contact... Yes, I've been trying to contact your organization.
I'm an Orange News reporter.
Yeah, I'm the Action News reporter. Emeka Ambaye. What? Today? Ika?
Yes.
Did the MYI come with your lawyer today?
Oh yes, they did today. And there was arbitration between them and us, and it didn't turn out well.
They don't have a shred of a case. I'll simply point that out to the judge and make a request for him to dismiss the matter. Chikena?
You really think you can get the case struck out?
Piece of cake. I will even go as far as counterclaiming and then put them on the receiving end for a change.
We're not really interested in counterclaiming. Just clear the person's mess.
All right. I think I should be leaving now so as to start preparations for D-Day.
Let's do a good job.
No problem. You can count on me.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You actually need the t-shirt so quickly.
2,000 pieces? Wow, that's some hard work.
And some serious money to buy the t-shirts.
Well, you asked for it.
The statement credited to my client, the defendant, was in no way directed to the claimant, but rather was an opinion about the non-legal entity, Islam. My client expressed an opinion that has to do with the Islamic faith. The MYI has no local standing to bring a legal action against my client over a statement referring not to the MYI but to Islam. We don't have any reason to be in this court today, my lord. I therefore urge this honorable court to dismiss this matter as it discloses no reasonable cause for action.
I adjourn for ruling to be delivered at 2 p.m. So Lordship, please. All right. Call.
Mr. Lawyer, how was the case today?
Well, in the event of a trial, the facts of the case still remain the same. I mean, this is a clear case of misinterpretation on the part of the Muslim Youth Initiative, and we are going to prove it.
That's great. That's him! Hello, Sidi.
Hi, Inka. I need to talk to you about something. Do you think Aisha would give me a salary advance?
I hope you're not in trouble.
No, it's for our t-shirt business.
Oh, salary advance? I doubt. But I'll see what suggestions I can come up with to help you raise the money.
Thank you.
I said I will see what I can do.
It's quite simple. If you don't pay up, Anne will take you to court. In any case, we're used to being there. Yeah.
Mr. Hassan, president of MYI, says
MYI?
They want us to grant them an interview.
An interview?
Well, yes, of course. Are you not a TV station?
While you're dragging us about in court, you still won't expect us to grant you interview?
I was of the impression that you are a neutral, impartial TV station.
Well, Action News can give an interview tomorrow to MYI.
Aisha?
Yeah. We'll provide a platform where you voice your values and objectives. And provided you do not mention the case, it is already in court. And discussing it means contempt of court.
Fine by me. No court case.
No, this is wrong. Enough, guys. You just have to go.
If you ask me, Aisha, I think these people are doing this simply to spite at us.
Exactly.
For Pete's sake, there are tens of TV stations out there. Why else?
It's adding insult to injury, and I say we should say a big no to that.
We should give them an interview. Wouldn't it seem like we have something to hide?
Daniel, don't go there. Don't go there, Daniel. Don't go there.
It's not about our reputation.
No, madam.
It is not about our reputation. Okay, let me ask a question here. Let us imagine for a moment, just for a moment, the MYI was suing ATV or NTV, and they came to us for an interview. What would we do? Would we reject it? Or consider it an exclusive, a scoop we must grab and put on air?
But madam, in that case, they're not suing us.
We're not the ones being sued.
Since when do we start covering news that is about our friends? Do we give complete and impartial coverage only when it suits our ego? Do we? Or has Action News airtime become an exclusive for just our friends? Do we give complete impartial coverage only when it suits our ego? Do we? Or has Action News airtime become an exclusive for people who like us? It is not about our reputation. It is about doing the right things and upholding our principles, even when it is difficult to do so.
I've got so much to say in that show. I just can't wait to get on it.
Yeah? I can't wait to. Oh, now who could that be now? Patrick. Hello, Patrick. Oh, so that's how it is now, eh? No more visits. Who? Yes, Maureen is still with me. What? Look, she's my friend. I don't care what people are saying, okay? She's my friend and I'm not ashamed of that. Then if you're not happy about it, I think it's time to call off this relationship. Goodbye, Patrick.
You're seriously ending it with
It has ended.
Listen, Ife, I think that maybe I've been messing up your life.
No way! What you have just done is help me discover how small-minded and prejudiced my so-called boo is.
I used to think you're the one who keeps Patrick away from coming to the house because you're ashamed of me.
Is that how could I do? Come here.
You're welcome on the program.
Thank you very much.
So let's hear about your organization.
Well, my organization, the MYI is an organization of young, educated Muslims, mostly graduates and undergraduates. And we have a series of agendas. And one of our great agenda is to educate other young Muslims. And this is because we believe in the necessity of educating our people, both in the precept of Islam and formal education. And we achieve this through several trainings, scholarships, and some other programs that we organize. And our second agenda is to get the Muslims together with the wider society, okay, so as to make them to believe in the virtue of extending, kind of shaking hands, so as to be able to give help to a neighbor in need. So I think that's it in a nutshell.
Okay. Can you tell us about the MYI My Life rehabilitation of destitute people?
Yeah, I think that is one very successful projects that we had now. And as a matter of fact, we were able to rehabilitate about 500 beggars and homeless persons across the state. Yeah, 500. And as I'm speaking with you now, some of these people have been reintegrated into the society. Okay? So our major concern now is that we are now seeking, you know, for some philanthropists to come in to help us to educate the younger ones among them.
So, are you sure you want to do this?
Well, I must tell you honestly, it isn't easy living as a young girl in an environment of poverty. Then at the same time you have these men doling out all this money, and all you have to do is to go to bed with them, you know. And
in other words, there were temptations.
They weren't like temptations, they seem more like necessities of survival.
And you didn't have no choice but to go into prostitution?
That was what I thought at that time, but then I realized that I had options, but I just didn't see them. I might not have been able to afford a university education, but I could learn a trade. Some girls do that and earn a decent living.
So what do you have to say to those other girls out there?
No matter the situation you're in, you have a choice.
My lord, we are talking about television here. That little set that communicates information to millions. But also, television forms attitudes, shapes the way we think, the way we see society, people, ourselves. Action News proudly declares that it broadcasts daily to 75 million Nigerians. This is the number of people fed with this defamatory information about Muslims. The counsel for the defense has gone to great pains to portray his client as the conscientious reporter advocating for peace and tolerance. Maybe we never can know what lies in a man's heart, but what we do know and clearly see is the consequences of his actions and words. I find that an offense was obviously caused by the media house. This will be a good time to admonish the media to realize the kind of power they wield in society. Consequently, they need to recognize that they are under obligation to be sensitive to issues such as this that can cause offense. However, this kind of sensitivity lies in the realm of professional ethics of journalism. This, I'm afraid, is not regulated by law. I find that I have to rule in favor of the defendant. The case against Action News is hereby dismissed. I rise.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Are you sure you're better?
I am fine. Thank you.
Is she all right?
Come, later in the night.
That's it.
What's this?
Another cut summon from the Society Children of Willy Willy.
Oh, then you put it there. Okay.
Victoria.
What's this?
Madam Celia's wedding invitation.
What?
Come on, you need to go home. Where's your keys? Let me take you home.
I need to use the studio first.
What are you talking about?
Discover the quality drinking water. Nestle Pure Life. so pure, so safe, so refreshing. For purity, safety and health, drink Nestle Pure Life. For pure refreshment and satisfaction. Nestle Pure Life. Quality water from Nestle.
Boss, couldn't you have insisted she went home?
My instinct tells me if I didn't allow her to do this, she will even be more sicker.
And go, Madam Aisha.
We do concede that our report did offend Muslims, even if unintentionally. We are sorry this happened. I commend the Muslim Youth Initiative for their peaceful means of seeking attention to their discontent. This event serves to show us that we all need to understand the different cultures and religious ways of life amongst us in order to avoid misunderstandings like this. To love our neighbor, we need first to know our neighbor.
That was appropriate.
And for the more difficult tasks.
Why don't you let me handle it?
Hey Johnny, guess what?
You two are getting married?
Finally left Patrick.
Oh.
What could this be about now?
So thank you all. And I know we've all come quite a way. And you guys have been great. For some months now, our station has been in dire straits, and we have struggled together to remedy the situation. But we have not really succeeded. What is staring us in the face now is the reality of serious corner cutting. And I hope you guys will understand the situation.
Yes, we do.
Because I know
You okay? Go get the doctor now. Go get the doctor.